Yep.
Hey there, welcome to Mo's Garage Death Valley Edition. We are here with actually a few of my friends on their respective motorcycles. Today is a bit of a test to see how this whole camera equipment works on a bike. So we're gonna go up to Beatty, Nevada and go have lunch and see how it goes. And hopefully we can get some decent footage out of this. So there's Sean. So over here, I'm gonna do some little directions. We have Charlie from Tucson.
Hey everybody.
We have Jeff all the way from San Clemente. Pat, way over there, he is looking for what grub's available, and he's from Flagstaff, and obviously I'm from Lake Havasu. So we'll get this mounted and we'll get our bikes on the go. Awesome. Okay, we're getting ready to start our little trip up to Beatty, Nevada. So it'll be a fun one. It's a beautiful day here today at Furnace Creek Campground, actually. It's been windy the past couple of days, and so today's been a nice day. It's kind of warm, but it's going to get cooler up in the mountains. So we're kind of dressed for cooler weather. So anyway, so it'll be fun. Looking forward to it. Yeah, so we are at Furnace Creek Campground, and I'm actually here with the Airhead BMW group. I affectionately called us members of the Lake Havasu Rotax group. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. Make sure our camera is in good position. It's not going to fall off. Okay, we are leaving Furnace Creek Campground. It is absolutely gorgeous, a little warmed. There's a little gear on right now. Okay, here we are leaving the campground. Man, the scenery here is absolutely amazing. So we're letting the kind of more experienced group up front, that way they don't have to pass us later on. So and I think we're gonna stop here. Almost like we shouldn't have. And we're off. Yeah, Death Valley, wow. I mean, it is just incredible vistas, incredible geography. We're actually a couple hundred feet below sea level here. So interesting enough, when you leave Death Valley, you cannot dress for the weather in Death Valley. You have to dress for the weather a couple thousand feet higher. Which basically starts off with the fact that it's just a little warm leaving, so. So ahead of us we have Charlie, we have Pat, and then we have Jeff on the lead, and then behind us we have Sean on his R100 RT. Pretty much all BMWs with the exception of Jeff, who was on a Suzuki V-Strom. So okay, and Sean is catching up with us. He had a car between us, so he was able to pass him, which is good. So yeah, so we're actually going, Beatty is in Nevada. There's a cool little ghost town right before you get there called Rhyolite. It was one of those, I think gold or silver rush. I mean, it was pretty well developed. Had a bank, a train station, a post office. And nowadays it's pretty much gone and in ruins, but in actually pretty decent shape. Hopefully we'll actually stop there on the way back from lunch. Beatty also has a pretty cool gas station where they have all kinds of candy, so it's kind of near and dear to my heart, that's for sure. There's definitely a lot of like dry lake beds out here too, which is pretty wild. Last year we came here and they actually had kind of a very unusual event that the lake was actually full of water. Lots of people were out there, cool pictures. We had gone to China Farm, which is a date farm out by Dacopa, and on the way back we went through there and it was amazing reflections of the mountains on the lake. Well worth watching. So. But today's ride is going to be a quick one. I said about 30-40 miles. I need gas. I'm at about 113 miles. So right around 180 I start really worrying about it. The F700 has an irregular gas tank, so you don't really know how much gas you really have until you go halfway down. And then at the halfway mark, then the gas meter starts to actually register. So right now we're a little under half. This bike is very nice for me personally. It kind of fits me well. It has the factory lower suspension. Street tires. The suspension is not the best, especially the front. But they don't really build these things for people that are 5'6" like I am. And so it's really nice to be actually able to ride this bike and enjoy it. My feet touch the ground. It inspires confidence. I know there's a lot of discussions you can read about people whether your feet have to touch the ground. But if you're not a daily rider and a very experienced person, your feet touching the ground can be pretty helpful. I did have an Africa Twin that I had an issue with not being able to touch the ground, and geesh, no bueno. And finally I ended up having to sell it just because it was not comfortable for me. Now, interesting enough, I turned off all my vents to this helmet, and now I'm wishing I hadn't. When we rode up here on Friday, it was pretty cold, pretty windy. I didn't take any video of it because it was going to be a bit of a slog. So I wanted to be more concentrating on dealing with some pretty severe crosswinds. And at the end of the day, we were on I-40 for a fairly long time. Not super interesting. Definitely riding a motorcycle on the freeway. I don't find it very compelling, that's for sure. But yeah, this is a good group of riders that we're with today. So Jeff, who's way up front, used to be my old boss back when I was working in engineering. And then Pat, who's behind Jeff, and Charlie, they both worked at Gore of the famous Vortex. And then Sean behind me, he is my hangar mate, my good friend, and he's also he's an engineer for the fire department in Lake Havasu City. So the one thing you really have to force yourself when you're riding out here is to every so often take a quick look around and enjoy the scenery, because the scenery is pretty spectacular here. It was very interesting coming down into the valley on Friday. It was pretty cold where we're at, And as we started going down, the temperature kept going up and up and up. And next thing you know, we were in the mid-60s, and it was pleasant and it was comfortable. And it's like, oh, this is awesome. Yesterday, unfortunately, we did not get to go riding. It was still very, very blustery, unfortunately. So we decided to call it a day and kind of hang out and check out the resort next door. Had lunch. So last night was definitely a very blustery night. It was pretty interesting how you can hear the wind howling up in the campground. I mean, it's pretty wild, pretty neat. So I said today the plan is for this video is just to kind of do a sample. I mean, I haven't done this before. I bought a camera mount for the helmet that's easy, comes off. So, and I added a lavalier mic to it. So, and then I have the 360 up front. I'm a little concerned about what the windshield's going to do for everything, but I guess you know what to say. About to find out. So, I have a bad feeling that the windshield's going to kind of mess up a lot of the shots. But oh well, it's like that. It's the first attempt. I did get notified by YouTube yesterday that I finally hit 4,000 hours of watching of my videos, which is kind of cool. Not necessarily, worth much for the YouTube channel in general when you have people that have millions of views of just single videos, but that's an accomplishment. I enjoy putting these videos together. Gives me something to do. So learn a new trade, and even if it's just for myself and my friends and my loyal, multi-talented, multi-interested YouTube viewers. So. But yeah, right now the temperature is perfect. Wow, very nice. Now, Death Valley can definitely be quite warm in the summertime. It's not called Death Valley for no good reason. And some of the temperatures here are just pretty insane, actually. So. But yeah, February, March, when the only times I've been here, it's always been super, super nice and very pleasant. So. We'll see if that fixes or hurts. Notice I'm getting a little vibration on the 360, so we'll put it behind the windshield and see what happens. I'm thinking most likely the forward view on this video is going to be more related to the GoPro than the 360, so we'll see. So yeah, I would have to say this is my 5th year of doing this ride with these guys. A good friend of mine, AB, had introduced me to them about 5 years ago, and so he unfortunately was not able to make the trip. As he nicely put it, he got a better offer. AB is a lover of river trips, and once a decent opportunity came for him to go down I believe the Beatty River, so that he just could not pass up. He is missed, but we are hoping he's having fun, that's for sure. Okay, here we go. Okay, this is the turn off to Beatty. Or Betty, or Beatty. bit of a challenge here was the 360. So now this road's definitely a couple more bumps than the one we were just on. Being a civil engineer by trade, I always find it funny when you hit county lines, you can kind of see, or even state lines, you can see who actually maintains the roads better than others. Sometimes it's a little tough to kind of ride a decent motorcycle formation when you're just trying to avoid just the crappy portions of the road, that's for sure. So yeah, this is very much just rock strewn playas, I would call it. So okay, we'll go that way. Maybe not. Maybe this way here. So it looks like the 360 mount needs to be a little bit tighter. Although I think most likely what's affecting the mount is most likely something to do with all the crap road we're on right now. It's a little bumpy. Ears are popping again. Yeah, so my friends are speed demons. That's all good. They're also nice enough to wait for people, so Yeah, the one challenge was Furnace Creek is that unless we pay premium dollar, which it really, when you're only buying 3 gallons of gas, it's not that big of a deal. It is a bit of a trip there and back to a gas station, but there's, as I said, there is a somewhat expensive gas station there, but it's all good. Okay, and there is the very long straight road that shows that we're eventually going to hit Beatty, and somewhere towards the end of the long straight road is Rhyolite. And I would have to say my hands are definitely getting cold now. I also say that the quality of this road is such that the 360 isn't kind of bouncing all over the place, which I think is great. Somewhere here should be a welcome to Nevada. I believe this is not... Yes, there it is. Welcome to Nevada. Awesome. So bye-bye California, hello Nevada, and interesting enough, the time zone stays the same. Well, number 4 ahead. That's interesting. Showed up on the GPS. I'm assuming it's a structure over here on the right-hand side. As I said, you can see some of the structures of Rhyolite over there. So, lead rider Pat is quite the accomplished motorcyclist, so and look at those cuts. Wow, that's amazing. Okay, good news, we're getting close. Down to 2 bars on the gas. the gas light came on. Okay, welcome to Beatty, Nevada. So we'll have to see where our leaders are taking us for lunch today. Cool little town. Didn't realize, but Beatty has a burro issue also. Okay.
Could go into the happy, thorough, chili and beer.
Yeah. So we made it to Smoky J's and looks like we have about 20 minutes to kill. It's actually a beautiful day in Beatty, Nevada, so it's gorgeous. Some really interesting architecture here on this church. I'm not sure what the story is behind it, but it's pretty cool. So yeah, so we're just gonna hang out here for a little bit, wait till it opens, check it out, and see how the food is. No rush, nothing pressing back at the camp, so we're gonna, as I said, just check it out, see if it's a good venue for next time we come here. So we have been in a little bit of a rut, always going to the same spot every time we've come to Beatty, so this will be fun. Good news is my motorcycle did not run out of gas, so that was awesome, even though it was down to 1 bar and the gas light went on in the engine. So okay, no, cool. So anyway, so I'm going to end this part of the video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. So again, it was more of a test and hopefully it turned out okay, and we'll see if we do any more motorcycle videos in the future. If you're interested and you do want to see more motorcycles in the future, just drop me a line. Okay, take care. Bye-bye. This video, hit subscribe and give us a big like down below. Thanks for watching.